Hello, this is Luke at G Weaver doing a video walk around of a new to stock vehicle. This is a Jeep Renegade. It's a 5-door, it says hatchback, but I'd call this an estate personally, with this being the GSE Night Eagle 2. Sorry, I'm reading that off a piece of paper because I don't know the specs on these Jeep Renegades that well. So we're walking around here, we're just double checking for any damage in terms of dents or scratches. I've already been around it once, so I know the outside of the car is very, very good. And then we'll have a quick scout at the alloys, which as I walk around now look very, very good. Going onto the bonnet, just checking for any chips or scratches. Got a tiny little chip just by there. Oh, yeah, it is a chip, yeah, definitely. Coming down the driver's passenger side, then we'll have a look at this wing mirror, which looks all good, and then up onto the roof, make sure that we've got no scratches or dents up there. That's all looking good. Come down this driver's side, we'll have a look at the driver's wing mirror cap, and then we'll have a quick scout at the windscreen to make sure we're all happy with that. And all looks really good to me. Rear driver's side first, no problems. Front driver's side, no problems. Front passenger side, no problems. And the rear passenger side, no problems. And then as we come into the boot here, we'll just double check for any loading marks. All looks pretty good. A little bit of fluff there. And then as we come into the car, we'll just double check for any damage from loading anything in here. That all looks pretty good. Little mark there on the muff map, but nothing major. And then underneath here we've got an inflation kit and a fuel nozzle. So as we come inside the car here, we're just checking for any rips or holes in the fabric. Try brighten that up a little bit, it's a bit dark in here now. And then double check that centre one, no problems at all. Let's see if we've got anything exciting by here. We do, one USB slot. And then the rear passenger side. Same again, just coming in here, check for any rips or holes, all good. And then onto our front seat, so front passenger first. No problems there, just have a quick scout at all this. All looks very tidy, cool. And then last but not least, just onto our driver's seat. Same again, coming through this, just making sure we can't see any major rips or holes. All looks good to me. Okay, so as we come inside the car now, we'll have a look at what we've got going on here. So headlights and fog lights by there. We've got electronic front and rear windows with central locking and rear locks by here. Electronic mirrors, no power folding I assume. No, doesn't look like it. Come across the steering wheel then, just double check to make sure we got no major wear here. The car's only done about 13,000 miles off the top of my head though, so we should be looking pretty good. Cruise control on the right hand side. I'm going to assume it's cruise control and a speed limiter, but I'd have to drive it to be certain of that. And on the left hand side we've got controls for the phone and what looks like controls for the trip computer here maybe. Yes it is. Oh, is anything going to do? Press OK to display startup. Don't know what that does. Screen startup, left, right, center. Well, let's go center, why not? Time and date. Fine. Settings saved. Is that the right time? My watch has just run out of battery, wicked. As we come across then to the infotainment system, but the settings along the bottom here. So radio's on at the moment, AM, FM and DAB by the looks of it. Media next. Okay, so that wants to connect to my mobile phone and whatnot. Climate control, let's see what we've got going on in here. Full climate control by the looks of it. And it is dual climate, so we've got left and right hand sides there with a selection of where we want our blowers to go. Fan speed here, but we've also got all this with manual buttons down the bottom here, which I know most people like to see. Apps then, I'm going to assume Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Oh no, it's way more complicated than that. You'll have to pop in to try and work all this out because there's too much for me to run through on a video. And then navigation built in, which is what we like to see. Phone and settings by there. We've already done our climate control, so we've got one USB 12-volt plug as well. It's a 6-speed manual gearbox. A little bit of wear on here. Somebody's been wearing a ring, but it's nothing too much of an eyesore. Reverse being squeezed up, left and forward, and we got rear sensors and an electronic handbrake. Let's have a look under the bonnet. And then last but not least, as usual, just a quick scout under the bonnet here. As you probably guessed by now, I'm not particularly mechanically minded, so we're just checking to see if we can see anything out of place. All looks good to me. Thank you very much.